When Mugabe has arrived.
Joe, the people at the back, if you're not part of the press up, please let's
No.
It's my team. I'm asking them to.
You need to be flanked.
Yeah, you said that.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So we're hoping to have a very short but neat presser. As you see before you, members, the Western Kenya members of Parliament Caucus, so they'll issue a brief statement, then we'll have a brief Q&A, then we can wrap it up. So I hand it over to the chair, Mheshimiwa Waluke.
Our secretary is the one who is going to read the minutes that we passed. I think I'll speak later after.
Good afternoon, members of the Fourth Estate. We would like to give you a brief statement on the meeting held today. We can start. We'd like to give you a brief statement on the meeting held today at Handers by the Western Region Parliamentary Group, Caucus, that comprises members of Parliament from Trans Nzoia, Bungoma, Busia, Vihiga, Kakamega, and those of our people who are in the diaspora in Nairobi, where we have 4 members, in Taita Taveta, where we have a member, and in Mombasa, where we have a member. I read. The caucus meeting today discussed a number of issues and resolved as follows. On collapsed industries in Western Kenya, the caucus noted that the economy of our people is in shambles and therefore will work together and with the government, the national government, to ensure that the sugar and cotton ginaries, sugar industry and cotton ginaries that are collapsed are revived. And on this note, they are calling on national government to prioritize the following sugar industries: Mumias Nzoia Sugar Company and the cotton ginaries in the budget that we have embarked on making. New development projects in Western Kenya. The leaders have demanded for fair distribution of new projects. They believe that they pay taxes like any other part of the country, and therefore call on the national government to ensure that the new projects that will spur development in agriculture, in water, in roads, infrastructure, in energy must be commenced. Number 3, on teachers' recruitment. The caucus noted that Kakamega and Bungoma fall within the 14 counties that have been disenfranchised and marginalized in teacher recruitment, leading to Bungoma, Kakamega having a shortage of almost 7,000 teachers and Bungoma almost 2,000 teachers. They call upon the Teacher Service Commission to ensure equity and have a Marshall Plan in teacher recruitment to end the marginalization. The caucus discussed extensively on the results of Bungoma DEB Primary School and call upon the Examination Council and the Ministry of Education to immediately take a remedial plan. Moi DEB results, to take a remedial plan and release the accurate results of the school. The leaders have noted that the parents and children are traumatized with the current situation. The caucus also discussed the recent siege of the governor for Nairobi. We all know that Nairobi is a capital city. And we also know that as a community from Western region, we have a stake in that city. That's why we are 4 of our members as members of parliament. And we take note that the deputy president has a sustained attack on Governor Sakaja, and we are calling on the president to intervene and end the attacks on the governor. We would like the city to function properly. We would like Sakaja to have his support. The caucus analyzed the recent parliamentary committees appointments from either sides, the Yala elections in parliament, and the appointment of principal secretaries, and would like to say the following: that those appointments does not reflect our numbers in the country. We feel that we have been shortchanged, and therefore call on the people concerned, including the head of state, to take action that will normalize the situation. Finally, the caucus has resolved to work in unison with our leaders in government, and also noted that they will support the government where it functions properly, but will not hesitate to point out the failures of government if they feel the government is not playing its role. Thank you. I'll invite the chairman to make comment.
Yeah, as you have heard from our secretary, Honorable Nabina Bwera, this is a caucus of members of parliament from Western Kenya. All tribes are inclusive, the Tesos, the Sabot, and even Kikuyus and Luos, if you are in this community or this Western. We are going to work as a team. We are looking for the unity that disappeared since independence, and I'm sure this caucus is going to bring up our unity. The Western Caucus unit is going to avail itself with this caucus. We are not fighting the government. In fact, this caucus is the one that will approach all the issues with the government, the appointments which you have had here, and we are going to work with our leaders from here. That is the speaker, the prime secretary, and others. We need to be recognized. We are a big community, and we don't want to work or to jump, want to go somewhere without this caucus knowing. If there is something, uh, members of parliament will approach this caucus because we are one family, and that is the way to go. So the members of the fourth estate should take note. Today we have been many. Some came in the morning and left because of time. Some are going to do their errands in their constituencies. So, but we have 48 members of parliament from this Western Caucus. And today, those who appeared today are 27. You can see even Kina Majimbo Karasinga and others were there in the morning, but they had some issues to go to attend to. So it's a big number that appeared. But we needed all of us, the 47, to come. But because of Christmas and other issues, we've put our next meeting in January in Busia County. And we are going to be rotating. We are about 6 counties, if we include Nairobi team. So we are going to make some changes which people have been laughing at us. We had become a laughing stock. But this time, I can assure you to watch that something is going to happen, that our unity will remain, and it is going to be paramount for the region. Thank you. Yep.
Maybe before we swap the positions, 2 questions here.
Yep.
Maybe Mheshimiwa Nabii talked about the results from Moi DD. Has the school written or formally written to NEC about the results?
Yes.
Of course, that's official memorandum. What they claim is the exact, of course, the proper results, and not what they And then the second question about the collapse justice. We've actually been seeing it actually now, like chorus funerals and of course press conferences. Do you have maybe an elaborate plan to ensure that when the president comes to Western, you have those plans in place to ensure that you also bring the farmers on board? Because we've seen like Mumias schedule, so those are of course concerns about the investor who's actually on board at the moment. Farmers claim they have not been brought on board, but the crashing is going on. Have you listened to the farmers and maybe found out where this can come from before you can actually engage the president?
Yeah, there's an MP for Kandui here who can answer for the school. Yeah, but I will. So, Mheshimiwa Makali can.
Good. As you well know, members of the press. As you well know, members of the press. As you very well know, members of the press, Moi DB Primary School has been one of our best performing primary schools, and out of usually from 2017, out of the usually top 100 students, 100 pupils from Bungoma South, usually 70 come from Moi DB. This time round, none of that is happening. We have looked at analyzed the results from 2017 up to now, looked even at the pre-mocks, looked at even all those examinations prior to sitting of the main examination. And actually, those are not reflective of the results of Moi Primary at all. all those students, the top pupils at Moi Primary, were of course in competition with these other students from these other schools. And all along, even the top student who emerged the top pupil in the country, the pupil at Moi Primary School was beating that particular pupil. It could not happen. It has never happened that Moi Primary School could have 365 as the topmost student. That is not possible. And we have called upon the Ministry of Education to dig deeper into those particular results, because those are not the results of Moi Primary School at all. We have had a discussion with parents, we have had a discussion with teachers, we have had a discussion with the pupils, and we want the Education Committee of the National Assembly to take over this matter and an inquiry instituted as to who has caused the parents and the pupils of that school to get those kind of results, which are not their results, basically. So we're calling upon the rightful authorities to basically take up that matter. And the pupils and the parents want to get their rightful results.
Maybe just to say, Honorable Maungu of Luanda and I serve in the Education Committee, and we have been tasked by our colleagues to follow it up in the Education Committee, and I can confirm it will be done. Secondly, about Mumias and the collapsed industries. You are aware that at the National Assembly, we are waiting to debate the sugar bill. That will change the matrix. The sugar bill, we want to fast track it. It has been lying at the government printer. It was republished. And therefore, once we deal with that, it will help us mark out. I also want to say something about specifically Mumias. It is true there's a new investor in Mumias. And please, I invite the media. Watch a propaganda wanasiasa. Go to Mumias. See what is happening in Mumias. I mean, what would be the 200 tractors for if the investor is not engaging with the farmers? What will he do with the 200 tractors? What are they for? Whom are they plowing for if he's not engaging farmers? Where is he getting cane if he's not engaging farmers? I mean, you have had the MP of Mumias East, Honorable Peter Salasia, speak on this issue when he was even in the factory with farmers. And the farmers were saying they have never been paid as fast as they're being paid by the new investor. All we are saying, let us stop propaganda against the new investor. And we know where it is coming from. The people who had been going to court, they are known. They are known. The people who had put their cases to stop this investor. Please let us support the investor. He's crashing. You have seen Mumia's sugar in the supermarket. Farmers are not complaining that they have not been paid. He's paying farmers. Let us support him to revive the industry. About cotton engineers, Busia, part of Bungoma, they already have a plan. The county governments have a plan. We want to tap into that plan. All we are saying, the way we are putting money in coffee in Central Kenya,
Yes.
in tea, in Rift Valley, we want to put money in engineering, put money in sugar. Tuache siasa mingi. Ikifika huku kwetu tunaanza kusema plani nini nini. Kwani kofi hakuna hawaulizi hiyo plan? Tea hawaulizi hiyo plan? Hata miraa kitu inamea tu peke yake. Mnaweka pesa to improve miraa. Surely.
In Fonzoya, we have made enough promises. The government must now just swing into action and act. And in respect to Moi DB again, a petition was already done. We have sent to the National Assembly. All those petitions have actually been done with, and we expect swift action. Otherwise, we will paralyze the recruitment of students going to Form 1, because these children are not children of a lesser God. They need also to get a fair portion of their schools which they opted to choose over these particular results.
And remind Gachagua, he's not a Kikuyu leader. He's a deputy president of all Kenyans. Every time he's saying, oh, this is now for Kikuyus. This is now ours. Why is he the deputy president? Just in case he has a good friend, he should be reminded that he's not a Kikuyu deputy president. He is supposed to make sure that he throws all eyes across Kenya and makes sure that every tribe in Kenya is inclusive in his vision. Thank you.
And this caucus is going to meet we are calling upon to meet sorry. This caucus is going to meet the investor of Mumias, so that we avoid the hearsays and propaganda from either the fourth estate and other people who are propaganding. Any other question?
Yeah, maybe you can take another set of 3 if there are any more. Then we wrap up. Okay, we are good. Thank you.
You are good people, eh? You also support Moi. Please
on that issue.
Please do some good write up about it.
Please follow me.
Okay. Because
Okay, that has been a presser by the Western Kenya MPs Caucus parliamentary group, and they have just been briefing the press about the meeting that they have had here at Hunter's Paradise in Kandui regarding the various points they have talked about. First, about the issue of Bungoma DEB Primary School, about the KCSE results, and also they have talked about revival of industries, and they have talked also about the unity of purpose among leaders in Western Kenya. They'll be going around, and they have said that the next meeting will be in Busia County. From here, I'm Robert Wanyonyi. On behalf of the rest of the team, thank you very much for watching. My sister, how are you? You are good? I'm still, I think I'm lying, but I may just